Hi ladies, welcome to another general oracle reading. I hope everybody's doing okay. I'm going to say ladies instead of guys because, I just feel that there's more ladies watching, and I just want to change it up a little bit instead of saying the same thing all the time. I hope you ladies are doing great. Hope y'all are okay. I know there's a lot of change going on in the world with this new president, but let's just keep our trust in God. Let's keep our faith in God. And I've got some of these oracle cards. Passion ignited. Fell out, Passion ignited. Their intense sexual desire towards you is making it hard for them to know the difference between lust and love. That one came out the other day too. Let me put it further over here so it's not so visible. The picture is a bit much. It's got a little bit of nudity in it. So let's see what other energies we have. Just go ahead and pull one out. Uprooting. They are leaving all that is familiar to them or a long-term relationship to start a brand new life with you. Okay. Then we have ancestral karma. They are clearing negative ancestral patterns that were passed down through generations. Don't rush the journey. Okay. We've got building an empire. They see how their focus on material things hasn't made them happy and only holding them back from love. Okay. And this one that stayed at the top of the deck, at the bottom of the deck, dealt a bad hand. They wish they'd met you at a different time because they feel they'll never get to see what the connection could have been. I hope that didn't show too much. Okay. And let me get some of this tarot. And after the tarot, I will read those oracle cards right there. The second house, owning. This is the second house. I'll be reading this one here in a little bit. That's about the second house. And then I'll also read surrender from the Queen of the Moon Oracle deck. Surrender. Oops. Okay. Let's get y'all's energy into this deck. See what may be going on with you guys. Let's clarify uprooting. They are leaving all that is familiar to them or a long-term relationship to start a brand new life with you. We've got the Magician. You can do anything. Take charge of your life. You can manifest what you need to be a success. And we also have the Seven of Winter. There's a better choice not seeing things clearly, running away from the truth. So they're running away from the truth. That's not seeing things clearly. But they know there's a better choice. And the Magician, they have, in this uprooting, they're leaving all that is familiar. You can do anything. Take charge. They're taking charge of their life and manifesting what they need to try to be successful. I don't know why it didn't focus. There we go. To make something happen in their life with you. Maybe change things around. Because they want to be with you, collective. Taking charge of their life. Or maybe that's you, collective. Taking charge of your life, ladies. Manifesting. You know you can manifest what you need to be successful. And the Seven of Swords is in the Rider-Waite. It's lying. Some type of lie. And we've got the King of Autumn. And this is the King of Pentacles, if I'm not mistaken. The King of Pentacles, wow. Compassionate, accomplished, charismatic, gifted. Be assertive when it comes to what you know is right. Everything going your way. A good person or company to work for. Maybe this is talking about your job. You're going to be working in a good company, hopefully. When one door closes, another door opens. Don't worry. Have faith in God. What about this Delta bad hand? The Moon. Powerful, intuitive epiphanies. Letting go of worry and fear. Understanding the truth of a situation. Okay. And then we have the Nine of Spring, which I believe this one is the Wands, the Nine of Wands. Protect the fruits of your labors. Prepare for possible challenges that lie ahead. Environmental conservation. And I'll read that one too, okay? I don't know where to put this one. Put it right here. So the Magician, you know you have all the tools that you need to make whatever you want, whatever's necessary happen. You can do anything. Take charge of your life. You can manifest what you need to be a success. The Magician. There's nothing you can't accomplish. The fairies are magical and can help you manifest whatever you need in order to be a success. The resources you require will miraculously appear. Money, innovative ideas, creative abilities, or friends who are willing to help out. Understanding what you already have versus what you're in need of allows the fairies to send you the perfect gifts. So yeah, don't worry. Trust in God. Trust that, the right things are going to come at the right time. You have amazing skill and creative talents that you can rely on. However, it's also wise to seek out good advice from experienced people. Allow others to open doors for you or make introductions to those who can point you in the right direction. Our magician has accomplished his climb to the Glastonbury tour, where he accessed additional wisdom and protection. Now he is walking along the easier part of the path toward the base of the mountain. Additional meanings of this card: taking charge of your life, the ability to do anything, success due to excellent training, the talent to accomplish great things, visualizing your hopes and dreams. That's beautiful. Now the Seven of Winter, which is the Seven of Swords. Review your current plans to see if changes may be necessary. As time passes, the reason for disappointments become clear, providing you with even better opportunities than you had previously imagined. Yeah, like I said, when one door closes, other doors open. Ask God, the angels, and the fairies to show you who does or doesn't have integrity. Sadly, there are people who hide their real intentions, But by listening to your intuition, you'll be given signs or messages to show you the truth. Pay attention to red flag warnings that broadcast another person's lack of honesty. Although you see the best in people, it's time to take blinders off and acknowledge that some people's actions are dishonest. This will allow you to avoid painful situations and dilemmas. The fairy on the card is clearly trying to move quickly away from a situation. There is ice everywhere, but in a decanter she carries with her is the only liquid water to be found, which invites the question, where did she get it from? So you will be experiencing some kind of magical help. There's only ice everywhere, but she's got water. Somehow there was something in her favor that allowed her to have the water there. Additional meanings of this card: wanting to be alone, things not going according to plan, avoiding unwise partnerships, and self-deception. And then the King of Pentacles. The King of Autumn is an odd bird. He certainly has the Midas touch in entrepreneurial endeavors. However, unlike so many in the business world, his Midas touch affected his own heart, and it turned to gold. Now he's out to save the earth. He can manage hundreds of people at once and still take out the recycling while calling his congressman to give him an earful. He is charming to a fault and will help anyone who asks. Hurt an animal and you'll find yourself on his bad side. And you don't want to be there, trust us. And you don't want to be there, trust us. This king loves the finer things in life and therefore tends to work very hard, too hard. Where's your spouse, you ask? Oh, he's at the office. He's on the road. He's at the protest march. Don't worry, he'll be back home eventually. The King of Autumn sits on his throne with fully mature grapes hanging all around him. The grapes symbolize the abundance he has created, while the German shepherd at his side reflects his ability to safeguard his prosperity. I didn't notice the German shepherd, but there sure is a German shepherd there. I love German shepherd dogs. I think they're such a cool type of dog. Very smart. Additional meanings of this card: a generous and compassionate employer, a natural business sense, fighting for what's right, a thriving career nearing retirement. And then the moon, that's a major arcana. So we have two major arcanas that are really pretty cool. The magician, being able to accomplish anything you need to accomplish with the gifts that you have, your talents that you have, your ability to bounce back up and carry on without, surely when you get pushed down or get blocked in some way, it takes some, some doing, some being able to realize that you can manifest with what you have, your ability to accomplish things with the magician. And then with the moon, sometimes could mean not seeing things clearly. Powerful, intuitive epiphanies, letting go of worry and fear, understanding the truth of the situation. Let me put the moon over here. That's a beautiful card. I know I showed it to you guys. I hope I did. The moon. The universe is sending you messages right now about the perfect next step to take. Listen to the guidance you receive in the form of intuition, synchronistic events, symbols, and sleeping dreams. Be alert for people or situations that may not be quite what they seem. Give yourself a reading or speak to a professional or friend who is also psychic. Embrace the loving information you receive. It is divinely inspired. Worry is unnecessary and will only slow down your progress, because worry keeps us doing the same thing, just worrying and worrying and worrying. Instead of worrying, we have to set down what we need to do, calm down, relax, stay stable, pray, meditate, ask God to help us put one foot in front of the other and find a solution. There's no need to be afraid. Let go of fear. If any part of your life no longer feels right, then trust your intuition and make the necessary changes. Our fairy plays a stringed instrument under the light of a crescent moon. Her reflection in the water, however, shows her playing a different instrument, indicating that under the moon, things are not always what they appear to be. Now, I can't see too clearly. My eyesight is not as good as I wish it would be. But maybe y'all could see through the card if there's a different instrument. Oops. Her reflection in the water, however, shows her playing a different instrument, indicating that, I already read it. So, additional meanings of this card: psychic awareness, seeing what you didn't see before, no longer being afraid, becoming a professional intuitive or reader, hidden information, the power of your sleeping dreams. Let me just read it again, although I already read it. Her reflection in the water, however, shows her playing a different instrument, indicating that under the moon, things are not always what they appear. So you may be going through a time right now where you're not seeing things how they really are. And sometimes we do that. We're human. 9 of Spring. And that's why the moon showed its face today in this reading. But you do have some powerful intuitive epiphanies. Sometimes you may be just laying there, maybe worried, like it said, about worrying. And then all of a sudden you get this, after praying and meditating, you get this beautiful, acknowledgement or not acknowledgement, but you realize a realization that things are not the way you're looking at them. Things are not as difficult and where you cannot make a change for the better, because you can. We can. God is with us. We need to trust in God. Have our faith in whatever you believe in, collective, ladies. And if there's any men, you too. 9 of Spring. As your hard work pays off and you have more and more to show for your efforts, it becomes very important to look after the fruits of your labors. The energy out in the world can be intense. Every morning, as you start your day, ask God, the angels, and the fairies to protect you from negative people and energies. You're up to the tasks set before you. This is also a card that reflects environmentalists and those who love all the plants and animals of Mother Earth. Stand up for important causes such as protecting wildlife, the oceans, and our food sources. A beautiful fairy stands in defense of the newly bloomed daffodils in her garden. She is joined by her ladybug friends to show unity with nature in her cause. This is a pretty card too. I don't know if I showed it to you guys. It's beautiful. With all them ladybugs. I love ladybugs. Okay. Attending to the protection of what you've created. Additional meanings is attending to the protection of what you've created, preparing for challenges that lie ahead, having a strong immune system, and keeping your resolve. Okay. And over here we have the Empress. Time to take action, the power of creativity, success that allows for a life of luxury. So it's time to take action. If you've been kind of feeling bad or feeling worried or, having to protect yourself in some way or another, maybe somebody or people, that you feel may be trying to target you or hurt you in some way, it's time to take action and fight for what you believe in and to make your life better. Second house, owning. And that's number 26. Wealth is the ability to truly experience life. Isn't that right? Henry David Thoreau. You will own it. The second house is about being grounded in the physical. It is the house of money and is about what you own and movable goods. Ruled by the sign of Taurus, the second house is also about solid reality, creature comforts, lifestyle, and areas supported primarily in the physical realm. It is also the key to your power in the world, how you feel empowered and disempowered. The second house isn't always to do with money and possessions. It's about ownership of talents, maintaining comfortable shelter, living up to personal values and self-esteem. Living up to personal values and self-esteem. It is also about what we decide to utilize or manifest in the physical realm, and desired result of which will always be quantifiable rewards, comfort, and also familial happiness, being happy with your family. When this card turns up, it's time to concentrate on more practical issues. How do you handle finances? How do you look out for yourself and yours in terms of shelter? How are you being rewarded? Are you making a good living at what you love? It's a time where you need to protect resources to manage those things you own in a mature and equitable way. When this card presents itself in a spread, it's about sowing seeds for a good harvest. It's time to build, accumulate, toil, and manage. You may be at a stage to take the beginning steps of opening your own business or embarking on a path that will not only enable you to realize your dreams, but could also make you a fortune in doing so. Meeting up with stubborn individuals or being unyielding yourself could also be an issue. It is important to stay the course, but also be flexible when dealing with others, especially concerning goals or any financial matters. Music, especially the human voice, or issues concerning the voice box, may somehow figure in. Beauty, maintaining a good appearance, and having a sense of fashion at this time is also imperative. Wow. So get out there, guys, and get dressed and look beautiful and put the best outfit that you can find and just, feel happy and beautiful with what you look like, with what God gave us in this earth, which is ourselves, our body, to make yourself look beautiful out there. No matter what your question or focus, money, earnings, and material assets will play a part. No matter what your question or focus, money, earnings, and material assets will play a part. Usually this is an extremely positive card, indicating significant financial rewards. If you stay on your path and remain diligent and committed in all you do. Let me read it again. Usually this is an extremely positive card, indicating significant financial rewards if you stay on your path and remain diligent and committed in all you do. And just like one time I heard this preacher say, it doesn't matter what you have, do what you can with what you have. Since the second house is ruled by Taurus, with patience, gradual advancement, and solid achievement is on its way. With patience, gradual advancement, and solid achievement is on its way. The only warning is to be cautious where finances are concerned. It's possible, so be careful with your money. It's possible if you come into money, you may meet some unscrupulous people who will work to take it from you. Wow. However, do consider the other cards in this spread in relationship to your question. The second house card can at times indicate indicates stubbornness, slothfulness, and developments that come about slowly or seem to drag. You will not be able to rush things. In most instances, this card indicates an abundant harvest. No matter how fast or delayed it may be, it will arrive. Wow, that's beautiful. And then the second house card in brief. Money, how you make it, and how you spend it. Being able to afford what you need to progress and move forward. Getting a raise, bills, coins, money orders, checks, credit cards, credit unions and banks, integrity, buying or owning land, building, carpentry, a cozy home, real estate in demand, old houses or businesses in a historical setting. The responsibility of owning things, career, extravagance, desires for luxury, objects of beauty and elegance, cosmetics, music and singing, ballet, the finer things in life, what you value, what you hope for, being stubborn or fixated, because Taurus is a fixed sign, self-esteem, the colors brown, forest green, and yellow, the woods and wilderness, art objects, fashion from nature, culinary arts, overeating, dining out. And this card, corresponding tarot card, is the Two of Pentacles. Key ideas: what is owned, spending, value, money, business affairs, the building of a home, laying down foundations, recognizing what is valuable. Wow, that's beautiful. Your family is valuable. Your children are valuable. Your safety is valuable. Your security is valuable. Let's try as hard as we can, guys, to stay stable and fixed and stay in prayer, trusting God to take care of us in hard times, times that are difficult to understand, that are difficult to live in. Surrender is my next card that I'm going to read, the next oracle card, Surrender. And it's number 26. It's also number 26. Wow, that's beautiful. I didn't realize that till right now. Surrender. Surrendering doesn't mean giving up. Let go of what you no longer need. Stop being so stubborn about holding on to aspects and behaviors that don't align with who you are now. Stop struggling. So just take it easy, calm down, know that God's going to be with you, know that God's going to help you, know that God's going to come through for you like He always has, no matter what you may be going through. I let go. I surrender my struggle. I allow the universe to work through me. It took me a long time. And you know, some people that are doing really good, that are rich and have a lot of money, they have nothing to worry about. But for some of us, maybe going through a little bit of financial difficulty, you know, so it's a little bit harder to, you know, to not worry. But it says, stop struggling. Take it easy. Know that everything's going to be okay. It took me a long time to realize that surrendering was a positive thing. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't mean the giving up kind of surrender. I mean the okay, it's time for me to hand this over. Hold on. I don't mean the giving up kind of surrender. I mean the okay, it's time for me to hand this over type of surrender. Handing it over to God. For those of us who are highly independent and used to doing things quietably on our own. I don't know how to say that. Quite and then A-B-L-Y, quietably on our own, admitting we need assistance or that we might indeed have to let something go for our betterment can be challenging. Letting go and surrendering admits or exposes a vulnerability or two. To surrender, we may need to show our underbelly. We may need to admit we got it wrong, made a mistake, grew a bad habit. surrendered ourselves with people that are not good for us. It can make us feel raw in our realization. Remember, this moon phase is dark and beautiful. It casts a protective shadow that allows us to be as wide open as we need to be to do our work. We reveal safely to only the divine and ourself, and then the lights return. The companion stone or metal is orange calcite. So just surrender, guys. Surrender and say, okay, it's time for me to give this to a higher power, to God, to the angels who take care of me, who are always there to protect me and guide me. And some of us are used to doing things on our own. We're used to getting things done that need to be done, and sometimes we can't. We have to just let it go and ask God to help us in whatever we're going through. And right here for the Kipper, we've got gift. So maybe you're going to be having a gift of some sort. Somebody's going to give you a gift. And it's 31 minutes, guys. It was 31:10 when I looked at the clock. So I'm going to stop right there. I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. I know the surrender card was a bit difficult. I read it kind of weirdish. So I'm going to show it to you guys. See if y'all want to read it on your own. So it was a little difficult for me to understand as I was reading it. But letting go and surrendering admits or exposes a vulnerability or two. But anyways, if you're having a hard time, if you're not, that's great. I'm happy for you, and I hope things keep on going great for you guys, for you ladies. Take care. I hope y'all enjoyed the reading, and you got some really good cards. The King of Pentacles, maybe you having some guy that's going to come into your life. Just stay in touch and tune with your intuitive epiphanies that you get. Let go of worry and fear and understand the truth of a situation. So don't let somebody just knock you off your feet. Some guys come and they just kind of, really make you fall in love with them. Be careful. Anyhow, guys, I'm glad for you if you do have a good person coming in, a good King of Pentacles. Take care, and I'll see y'all on my next reading. Thank y'all for viewing for clicking on my video, and I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope y'all subscribe to the channel and like the channel. Give me a thumbs up. That way the channel keeps on, going to different people. I know that the like button is pretty significant as far as getting your channel to grow. But either ways, I thank y'all so much for joining me and for all your views and helping me out. And I hope this helped you guys out in some way. It let you know that you've got some really good things coming to you. So take care. I'll see y'all on my next reading. Bye-bye.